Alright, hello, this is Benjamin. I'm going to start recording these games. It's a friend of mine for over a year. So, I'm going to, a good game. Just going to focus on undefended pieces and overprotection. So, alright. Well, that's a little unusual, just so he knows. Most people, I would suggest just doing knight to f3. And now I'm attacking his pawn. That's the best way usually to defend it. So, just keep developing. Alright, I have two center pawns. I'm giving him the center, so that's a good thing that he is doing that. Okay, my castle. I don't really see much undefended. This is defended by the knight. This is defended by the bishop. It's a little awkward development, but everything is pretty well defended, so I can't argue with that very much. Alright, that was just simply, yeah. You should definitely check what I can do. I can capture in two different places. That might have been a mouse flip too, I don't know. Keep getting notification for something. Oh, someone else is trying to challenge me there. I should maybe X out. Alright, so I'll go ahead and take that. Maybe he thought he had a fork after I captured, which would make more sense than him simply just losing a piece. The pawn forks work when there's two pieces, like minor pieces or a rook or a queen. It doesn't work when it's a pawn and a piece, because a pawn can just simply capture it. If that's what you were thinking. Alright. Now, this is a really weird place for my bishop. I don't like it. I mean, obviously I have to move it because the pawn, but I thought it was weird to be going. I never like putting my bishop here because it's usually a mistake or inaccuracy for engines. I don't understand fully. I guess maybe because it can't back up so very well. It is not very mobile. I like this square a tiny bit, but you can just simply move up. I am up a piece, so I can simply just trade everything off and do endgame. But I don't see anywhere I can put my bishop. I want my knight there. So I guess I'm gonna have to go here and see what he does, because I do want this piece for my knight. I could have just simply went back actually to c8 and then moved up one and came in, but trading's perfectly good for me. Okay, so I'm gonna now move my knight. I have a half open C file, so I'll probably put my rook in. But I think so far he's been playing pretty well. It was just a minor mistake right here. Well, not a minor mistake, a blunder, but I'm going here. Alright. He's castled. Pretty much his minor pieces are developed. He has a center pawn. Thinking about attacking the center pawn, but I was saying have to wait first, because if I move up, this is undefended, and that's not going to be good for me. So I'm gonna have to move my knight. I'll move it over here. I don't mind if he takes it. I know it doubles my pawns, but or I can actually take out the queen as well and threaten his pawn. So I didn't mind if it was doubled because I could actually just put my rooks on here and have two half-open files. Normally in this opening I do play a lot on the queen side. So having two open files, the bishop this way, bishop this way, the queen and so forth would be pretty good. I don't see what he's doing right here. He just undeveloped, well, almost undeveloped his knight. So let me see. I'm just gonna go here. I don't want to take this pawn because if he goes here and attacks my queen, he'll be able to put his rook on this rank right here. I don't like that, so I'm gonna go here and alright, that's pretty good. I think. Oh no, it seems I thought it was pretty good because I'm like, oh, he's fortifying the center, but it's undefended. So if I take it, which I am, he can do the same thing before, but this is defended. So because this is defended, it's okay. Because once I move out the way, if he captures, I can capture back. So that's basically the whole part of this video for the under 1000 is simply focus on mainly defending undefended pieces because that's going to decide pretty much most of your games. And then after maybe 1000, then you can start learning more about like a little bit of positional stuff here and there and strategy and openings and so forth. But until then, you really want to focus on undefended pieces and so forth. I mean, the reason why is because you can learn all there is about like the opening or specific principles or certain strategies, but if you're blundering your pieces, then wait a second, did I leave my queen hanging? I think I left my queen hanging. Let's checkmate. I think I left my queen hanging. Yeah, one blunder. I left my queen hanging that game. So, wow, that was good game. So, I really think I left my queen hanging. But that's right though. I mean, of course, I still do it. I'm at 1200. I don't do it very often, but I still do it. So it's something that I also need to pay attention to as well. Just for sake of opening principles, you definitely don't want to be moving your queen over and over again. So right now I'm developing my pieces, and I'm getting a pretty good lead in development. Restrict his bishop a little bit. Not that I need to. I'm going to start just restricting his pieces as he develops them. But at the same time making sure everything here is fortified and everything is defended. I almost moved it up because it's a normal move, but I'm only defending it twice and he's attacking it 3 times. So I do not have it defended well enough to do that. So I'm thinking about just going up and then dislodging his knight. So I think I'll start working on that. And then after his knight is somewhere else, I can move this up. All my pieces are on the queen side, and he castled on the queen side. So I'll just continue my normal plan for that. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, my queen can't develop here right now, so I'm just gonna continue on. That was pretty fast. This is undefended, and I don't say undefended, but it was free, it was hanging, or not. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry. Ah, alright, this is undefended. I am sorry. Alright. This is a hanging piece, by the way, and it's undefended. So he's attacking it, and I have to either move it or defend it. I am considering on defending it this way, and I'm also considering just moving it back. I like the idea of defending it this way because even after he attacks, I can still move back, and I would have a little bit more center base. So, okay, he's attacking the piece that I'm. It's actually a good idea. I'm gonna defend my knight. Should I defend my knight one more time? I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna develop. If he takes the pawn, then I can just have two knights in the center, which is monstrous, but when this knight moves out of the way, I also have a tactical opportunity against that pawn. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely move this here and attack more on the queen side. If he moves a pawn up, I can just simply take here, which he did not do. I can still actually take this here because I'm attacking his queen. First things first is I would just simply take his queen first. This isn't a check. If this was a check, I would have done that first. Just making sure everything's fine and secure. Alright, this is undefended, but oh, it's attacked. It's undefended and it's attacked. I was thinking about just simply coming up and calling check and coming in. That I missed the undefended piece. I mean, even if he did take it, it would have been fine because I have such an attack right now with my pieces, but I'm glad he didn't take it. I'm going to call it check again. And he can't move up here because of my knights. And I can't go here because of his bishop. It'll be undefended and his bishop would just simply take it. So I'm just going to take the pawn first and then come in. Alright. So that'll be mate after he moves his bishop over. Alright. I guess I can do one more. Alright. This would be good game. Oh, I didn't realize that I had it on rated, but okay. Alright, well, make it, oh yeah, you definitely got to be doing this, your second move in. I mean, he is defending the pawn, but alright. Another thing is, a general rule is not to move same piece twice in the opening. So general rule, unless you have a tactical thing that's going to win you a piece, which isn't happening right now. So I'm going to move my, I'm thinking about just going here now. Now I might as well. I know that's part of the opening is to eventually strike at e5, but because I could so early, I did. The knight was hanging, so and he didn't guard it. So let me see. I guess I'll take. If he takes here, I can just move my rook over, attacking it, and this is defended. So all right. I kind of want to do this, but I don't, because of the bishop. If he takes, I can take with the pawn, he can take with the queen, and this pawn basically would be undefended over at this square. I'm going to move my pawn up one. I'd rather develop my bishop. Ooh. I don't think he's realizing my threats. Like, I think he's making a plan in his head and what he's trying to do, and I don't think he's really waiting for my moves or understanding what threats I'm doing when I do it. I did this not to prevent the bishop from being there, but preventing him from taking this pawn after I move my bishop. Alright, and go here, guarding this pawn. I'm thinking about just attacking his queen. It's obviously undefended, and you really can't really defend the queen unless it's being attacked by another queen, because any piece that attacks it will take it. Go here. I'm going to threaten his queen, and this is defended. So, okay, alright, his test move blocked in his knight, his rook. Excuse me, so he can't defend it properly. And I keep saying that, defended, because you really have to like get it in your head to for anyone to really defend your stuff that you're doing while you're playing. I've lost, like I said, I've lost a lot of games, and I probably even lose more by not paying attention to what needs to be defended. He can take that with development, but alright, so I'm gonna just develop my rook. I have a nice center. I have a very nice center here. I'm going to just continue the way I have been. This is not defended, but I don't see a tactical opportunity. I mean, I can move my queen here if I really wanted to, and see if he decides to defend it or not. Okay, he doesn't defend it, so I'll take it. And I'm thinking about just moving this up one to attack these two pieces. So I'm just going to keep attacking pieces. I mean, unless he doesn't defend that as well. This is undefended too. He would have to move his bishop. Not in this square. It would have to be this way, somewhere. Alright, so that's another undefended piece. Now this is kind of a threat. I can move my knight out the way to have a double attack on the bishop. Okay, I can take it. Check. He left it undefended. It was defended, but now it wasn't. And I'll take. I'm going to go in for my center. This will be the last game. This is also, he just blundered another piece. You have to be mindful. Every time you move, you got to ask yourself if someone can take it. And if they can, then you should probably not make that move. for the most part, unless there's some form of combination, but that's later on. Until you get your blundering taken care of, I would simply just not move into a space that things can be captured. This has got this square covered, so I'm thinking about just going here, but then he can come in here. So I'll go this one and check. It's defended, so it's okay if he moves in because he's defended. And if he wasn't defended, I can defend him that, this way. Alright, I'm just gonna come in and call check. This is covering his escape square, so he pretty much has to go back. I'm gonna bring my other rook in. Yeah, he can't go here because of the knight. So after I move back, I can simply checkmate because his king has no squares. He can't go here because of the rook, and he can't go here because of the knight. So all that he has is pawn moves, and I have enough time to checkmate without worrying about a stalemate in 2 moves. Alright, next move, I'm going to just pre-move it. His king has, like I said, has no squares to move. He can't legally move, so I can pre-move. Alright, good games. Thank you. Thank you for game. Well, that's nice. It was mutual. We both wanted to stop at the same time. Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to this only because there was a lot of hanging pieces and a lot of moving into squares that were attacked. So to be very simple, yeah, it's considered kind of even though it's not really a good idea to do that. I normally suggest knight to f3 is the most basic. And an opening where the first pawn is moved, you can take control of the center by having both pawns up front. So that seems fine. Yeah, that was another move for no reason. It wasn't bad. It's still pretty even. But you don't want to be moving your knights or bishops twice in the opening. You want to develop your pieces or move stuff to develop your pieces. Alright, yeah. It's even suggesting to go back, which would be a third move. Alright. Apparently this was a good move here. I didn't even consider it, to be honest. I just castled. I had just my standard opening for this. I mean, I probably also would be wondering about that, and then him trying to castle queenside and me move my bishop again. Alright, so it's pretty much the same thing almost. Yeah, that was bad, only because this was being threatened, and he didn't see that. So whenever I move, you gotta look at, whenever your opponent moves, you gotta think, what is he threatening? And I was threatening to take the knight. And I didn't mind taking that. Yeah, that would have been discovered attack against his queen if he took here. But I wasn't interested in trying to do a lot of tactics. I was just trying to be solid and straightforward. I left it undefended though. Yeah, I see what he was doing here. I do see what he was doing here. He was trying to do a counterattack, which is I mean, it's a good idea that he was thinking along those lines. It's just that after I moved my piece, again, he didn't really think about what squares was I threatening, and the pawn always are threatening these two squares. I'm just developing after that. Not much to say. Attacking. Found an attack. Yeah, and here I found a piece that was undefended, threatening another undefended piece. And even though he undefended this and it was for free, there wasn't really anything he can do, because he could have moved his bishop out the way actually. To be honest, that probably would have been best. Because leaving the bishop there, all I had to do was move my knight out the way and then take it. So it would have been best to move out the way. Yeah, and here he moved into a square that was under attack again. So that's like one of the main common things, is he's leaving his pieces to be attacked or captured. So that's definitely something you want to work on. The rest is just, me messing around with checkmate. Alright. Well, good games. I hope they're instructional for you.